Hi, welcome to today's practice. We will be working toward revolved chair today. So let's go ahead and get started. You can sit on the floor comfortably. Keep the back straight, lengthened, crown of the head reaches toward the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, chin back to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, send the gaze forward. From here, we'll go into some circles with the torso and chest, so just making giant circles. Inhaling on the way forward and exhaling on the way back. Do this a couple of more times. And then change directions. So inhale forward, exhale back. And come back to center. Go ahead and make your way to a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. We'll move through a couple of cat-cow here. So inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the back. Inhale, raise the tailbone, chin and chest. And exhale, round the back, sending the tailbone and chin under. Do this 2 or 3 more times at your own pace. And come back to neutral. From here, keep the left hand planted onto the ground and send the right arm up toward the ceiling, opening the chest up to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, shoulder goes to the ground, left arm reaches long overhead. Tiny shift of the hips to the right. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, make your way back to tabletop. And we'll do that on the other side. Keep the right hand planted. Lift the left arm up toward the ceiling, opening the chest up to the left. Inhale. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Place the shoulder on the ground. Right arm reaches long overhead. And tiny shift of the hips to the left. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, make your way back to tabletop. From here, tuck the toes, come into your plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to nose. Take it back. Left knee to nose. And take the knee back. 2 more times. Right knee to nose and back. Left knee to nose and back. Last time. From here, drop the knees to the floor and come back to a child's pose and rest for a couple of seconds. Inhale, make your way back to tabletop. Exhale to plank. And we'll do that again, but this time we will take the right knee underneath and then to the left elbow. Take it back. Left knee pull in underneath you and take it to the right elbow. And send the foot back. 2 more times each side. So knee to opposite elbow. When you're finished, take the knees back to the ground. Child's pose. Breathe here. Inhale to tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take some time to pedal out the feet. And then bring the toes to touch in your downward facing dog. Lift the heels and take the heels over to the right. Keep both hands pressing equally into the ground. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then inhale, heels over to the left, pressing equally in both hands. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to in your forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Take an inhale here. And exhale. And on your next inhale, send your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. On your exhale, drag the right arm across the body, send it to the back of the room, and the chest will open up to the right hand side of the room. You're trying here to keep your hips pointed forward while the chest is twisting to the right. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm under and bring it back to meet the left hand. From here, inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale to chair, send the hips down and back. Making sure that you're keeping the weight in your heels. So you want to send that weight back instead of forward. So weight in the heels. Pelvis stays neutral, so make sure you're not flaring the pelvis back up toward the ceiling or tucking under too much. Try to find a neutral position. Arms can be overhead or at prayer. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, send the left leg back long behind you and take the left knee to the ground. Coming into our low lunge position. Inhale, lift the chest away from the thigh and send the arms overhead. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, send the hands down to the ground to frame the right foot. Keep the left hand planted on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, send the right arm toward the sky. And the chest is going to twist to the right. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, send the hand back down to the ground. Shift the weight back. Straighten the right leg. Flex the foot. Half split. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, come back into your low lunge. This time, lift the chest, place the hands in prayer position at the chest. Inhale here. On your exhale, send the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the elbow into the thigh and the thigh into the elbow. Palms of the hands remain in prayer, pressing into each other. Breathe here. You also have the option to lift the back knee. Last inhale. Exhale, send the knee back down to the ground if it's lifted, and come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, frame the right foot with the hands. Plant the hands, make your way back to downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands down. And we'll do that on the other side. So take the arms out straight in front of you, palms facing each other. Inhale here. Exhale, drag the left hand across the body, sending it to the back of the room. Open the chest up to the left. Trying to keep the hips pointed forward. And breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, sweep the left arm under and then back up to meet the right. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, send the hips down and back for chair. Remember, we're keeping the weight in the heels. Pelvis is in a neutral position. Sinking down as low as you can. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, send the right leg back long behind you, and take the knee to the ground. Low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest away from the thigh, send the arms overhead. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, frame the left foot with the hands. Keep the right hand planted on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, send the left arm towards the sky, and the chest will face the left-hand side of the room. Breathe here. Keep pressing the floor away from you with the right arm. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand back down to the ground. Shift the weight back. Straighten the left leg, flex the foot, half split. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, come back forward into your low lunge. Lift the chest away from the thigh, bring the hands into prayer position. Inhale here. Exhale, send the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the knee into the elbow and elbow into the knee. Press the palms firmly together. Breathe here. You also have the option to lift the back knee. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the knee if it's lifted. Come back to center, take an inhale. Exhale, frame the left foot with the hands. Step back to plank. Breathe here. Or step back to downward facing dog, I'm sorry. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest away from the thighs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Okay, we'll try revolved chair now. So, my toes are together and my heels are slightly apart. If you want to have the feet hip width apart, you can try it that way as well. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, chair. Bring the hands to prayer, making sure the weight is in the heels, pelvis is neutral. Inhale. Exhale, send the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the elbow into the knee and the knee into the elbow. Press the palms firmly together. If you find that your left knee is creeping forward, pull the left leg bone into its hip socket to square up the hips. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press the hands into the floor, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here. On your next inhale, exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Lift the chest away from the thighs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, raising the arms overhead. And exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Breathe here. And we'll do that on the other side. So, inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, send the hips back and down, chair. Bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Making sure the weight is in the heels, pelvis is neutral. Inhale. Exhale, send the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the elbow into the knee and the knee into the elbow. Press the hands firmly together. If your right knee is creeping forward, pull the thigh bone, the right thigh bone, into its socket to adjust the hips. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come to tabletop. And then make your way into a seated position. Send the legs out long in front of you. Staff pose. So the legs are together, toes flexed, chest is lifted, spine is straight. If you have rounding in your back, you can roll up your yoga mat and sit on the roll to lift the hips a little, which will help take the rounding out. Hands by your sides. Chest lifted, chin is tucked slightly. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the mat. Take the hands behind you with the fingers facing forward. We'll come into reverse tabletop. So inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips, lift the chest. Press the hands into the ground. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Let the legs rock from side to side. And then we'll prepare for that again. So, planting the soles of the feet on the ground, hands are behind you with the fingers facing forward. On an inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the hips. If you would prefer to do reverse plank here, take the legs out long. Hands are in the same position. Inner thighs are going to roll inward toward each other. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the hips, lift the chest. Send the head back. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down to the ground. Shake the legs out, shake the arms out. And then we'll make our way to a reclined position. So lying down on the ground, pull the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Then lower the soles of the feet back down to the ground. And make your way into Shavasana. So stretch the legs out long, wider than the hips. Let the feet fall out to the sides. Arms are down by the sides with the palms facing up. Resting here. And this is where I will leave you today, but feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me.